And we called off ace king suited for 8 big blinds. And we managed to win the flip. King 4, we just gonna raise fold. And we should see bet our mid pair on the right. Decided to check behind here, probably because I have backdoor flush draw as well. Like, it's not the worst, but I do prefer a bet here, just plain for value, and we can always call a check raise and call a turn shove, for example. So I don't like the check behind too much. When we do check behind, of course, we have to call the turn, and on the river we just check behind. On the left, definitely a board which we don't want to see bet very often. So if king high, back to straight draws, definitely a good hand to check behind. When it checks the turn, probably want to go for a bet, as our range is actually pretty strong now in comparison to his. Decided to check behind. Maybe I wasn't too sure about his range at that point. But yeah, most of the time I think it should be a bet. Of course, now with the straight we're betting. Pocket 8s, decide to limp again. It's pretty active so far against limpet shadow stacks. I think that's fine. Pocket 7s I would just jam though. Five, 7. On the left we hit a gut shot, so I decided probably to check call. And here is a board which works really well in when you check call and donk decent cards, like when your range improves and your range becomes stronger than your opponent's ones. But let's see, on the right first we face a check raise with pocket 8s, so we're just gonna call. Don't think a jam makes much sense there. When he checks on the turn, don't think he will bluff the river, and I don't want to give him free equity, so just jam it in. Yep. And on the left, as I explained before, you should go for a check call here and a donk on decent amount of cards, because you really can't stand the second barrel, and the queen is good enough. We can donk 8s here, 4s, a ton of queen x, like any queen 9 and better basically. So I think that works pretty well when you donk there against the rack. And of course on the river we have to jam there. And we do get a fold. Pocket 4s, we just get in against the min raise. Check 10, we decide to raise his limp. Flop top pair, c-bet, and we do get a fold. Ace 8, call it off for 5.5 big blinds. Ace 9, we raise call on the right. He flats. Retry board. he calls, so we should just check behind. I'm really not happy with all those turn bets with my medium strength type hands. Like, we can always call a river bet on most cards, and we fold out a lot of hands here, which we have beat. So I don't like my turn bet here again. I'm gonna really just check behind. And your squats. Left we called off ace deuce. Ace seven for under big 8 big blinds, we just jam it in. The left ace jack suited, decide to mix it up there. This should be a limp call. Like, definitely don't limp jam for 20 big blinds, as you just fold out all his air, and it really works well with limp calling to balance your range. Ace 8, we get it in. Unfortunately, we're dominated by ace 10. And on the left, we call it off with jack 9. On the right, we had bottom pair, limp pot, so we decided to check call. When he checked behind, definitely gonna bet there. And same on the river. And on the left, we call it off with king 5 offsuit for 12 big blinds. Definitely strong enough. And we managed to hold against queen jack offsuit. So that was it for this video. Thanks for watching.